All right, everybody, welcome back to the Combat Chess channel. I gotta tell you, the last few weeks have been rough. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, it is like chess all of a sudden got even harder. I don't know why. Yeah, you always miss stuff. You always hang a piece here and there. Not always, but it's like that's how it goes. But for some reason, it's just like things have gotten so difficult lately. Oh, it's really been weighing on me. But we're in a good mood today. So we're going to try and we're going to give it all we can to win the games. So let's get into it. Okay, here we go. First game up. All right, I'm going to do the Stonewall. I've been enjoying this opening. It seems like people have been practicing defending against this one. I tell you, because I was winning a lot of games with this one, just a lot of games, and then all of a sudden it really slowed down. Now, to be fair, that could be me, but I think people have been working on it, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going to castle here right away. Then I'm going to bring my knight up. Okay, so what does that do? Trade in knights. Don't really even mind that. So I'm going to castle first. Okay. What I missed that was. All right, so I'm down a couple points already. We're going to continue on. We're going to continue on with the plan. Okay, we're going to bring the knight up. I might just bring the knight back and get to this position here and hope there's some kind of Greek gift idea that I can make happen. Okay, is he going to take the knight? Okay, we're just waiting to see what he does next. I'll also need to bring my bishop out so I can get my rook over on the F file. Okay. I'm just going to bring my knight up. It'll be interesting to see if he actually takes that pawn. Most of the time they just push the pawn to attack the bishop, which does absolutely nothing. I just bring it back and then there is no issue there. So all right, so let us now bring the bishop up. Okay, pawn move. Now if I bring my knight up here, then I've got eyes like this. He could just simply push that pawn or that pawn. Let's just bring the rook over for now. If this rook was here, then we'd have a nice fork, but okay, so that did nothing, and that actually, I'm really happy to see that, because this side here now is really solid. Okay. So then I can see him doing this, because he brought his bishop here to take and then have this line opened up. So let's just move our knight for now. Okay, so that's kind of what I thought what was going to happen. Now I could sacrifice here. But I need to have my queen in position first. So let's do that. Let's just slowly bring the queen over here. Possible push there. We got a solid position. There's not a heck of a lot. Okay, so there we go. So now here is an idea. But simple push. Although if I'm there already and he hasn't pushed yet. Okay. So if I take here, he'll take back with the pawn. I take the bishop. I take the pawn with my bishop. He takes back with the bishop. I take back with the queen. And I'm up a pawn. But if I don't do that, then he's got eyes here and here. So I think that is the only real idea that I have. So we'll do that. Okay. So now I can bring my bishop up here. Some ideas to walk in like this. Okay, so bishop. Now if I come here, obviously the rook might move, then I can come up here. So we'll see if that's going to work out for us. Okay. So, interesting. Okay, so I can take the rook, but then the queen will come over here. And yes, I'll be evened up, but let's just do this. Actually, the better move would have been to there, because then I still have pressure on this rook in case the queen and the rook leave the back rank there. But okay. So if he pushes the pawn, I'm going to take the rook. Okay, here we go. So we're going to take that. Now, if I come up here, there's pretty much nothing else I can do. So, if I take here, why don't I just go back down here? If he takes that pawn, then I can easily take back with the queen and then possibly this one. If he doesn't at this point, then I'll take. If he takes with the queen, which probably he won't, then I've got the rook. Okay. So is it right to take that pawn? He may come down here. Okay, I can come here. If he takes here, I take back, and then I've got this, possibly. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. Can't come down here to take that. Got this pawn defending. He may just simply move over. Then I can come over here, attack this pawn. I don't know if you can hear that, the birds are outside singing. Okay. So if I do here, this double attack on either pawn. So let's do that. Okay. Let's come up and attack the rook. And now we've got this. Okay. Okay, let's just do that for now. He'll take this pawn. Okay. Now there's this with a check. He's also got my rook under fire, so let's move that there. I can also bring my queen back down to protect. So what do I got? 348. Only got about 10 seconds on him. So he's a pawn up right now. And it's not, definitely not an easy position here. Okay. So let's do this. We push the pawn. Take and then take. Then I could push this one here. Okay. Take that. And what do? I've got eyes here, still protected. What would be the benefit of pushing this? Okay, so he's coming after this pawn. It is protected as of right now. Okay, so okay, I'm kind of seeing something. We'll see if it works. The only issue is I need to get my king an escape square. If I push the pawn now. Okay, if I push the pawn, it takes back with the pawn. My queen is hanging. Don't have a check. I think we should be able to win. Oh. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, I guess that's it for that game, guys. Okay, let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. Okay, I'm going to stick with stone wall. Move my knight up. I'm going to bring my pawn up. And I think I want to move this up. Okay. Pretty much got what we wanted. We wanted that pawn up there. Okay, move the queen out of the way. defended quite well, so that's fine. Alright. We move the knight up. There's this, and then there's this, and there's a protected square 4 times. Okay. Oh, although if I do move here and they move this pawn, then I've got this. No, I don't. Got that. Let's do that first. Because he takes with the bishop, then we'll do this, then this. Okay, so might as well. Okay. So now we've got this, so that bishop can't move. Let's bring our knight up and hope he pushes here. If he doesn't, the next move is going to be queen here, and that could be a checkmate. Excellent. We got a fork, triple fork actually. So we'll do that. Now, to tick the bishop. All right, we got the resignation, so that's good. Alright, so let's go over and just see how things went on that game. We know what happened in the last game, just flat out hung the rook. Unbelievable. Okay, so we're going to start this off now. Let's see if there's any better moves that could have been made. Alright, so right here, saying I should have pushed that pawn to kick out the bishop, which is fine. A lot of times that, you know, when they get into this position, it's almost like King's Indian looking position here. When I push this pawn up, most of the time they don't take, because there's this knight and then the bishop, so I would definitely win on that exchange. So then once that push happens again, it just causes problems for them. Okay? Well, why that? Okay, so the knight here. Okay. Okay, yeah. So that was a pretty good game. I actually made pretty much all the moves that I needed to make, and that's good. So we got a win, loss. We're even Steven. We're gonna continue on, guys. Like I said, this has just been getting harder and harder. I don't know why, but hey, we got a win. We'll see you again next time. Hopefully, we'll do better. Take care, guys.